Hey everybody, Stratify here. Welcome back to another gold making video and another episode of our 50 run series. The good old weekly series where we farm a dungeon or raid 50 different times. I keep all the rare and expensive loot that we received, and I go over everything at the very end, as well as show you guys how I do the run itself. So this week I am revisiting one of my absolute favorite dungeons of all time. That is good old Iron Docks, just because of how insane this farm always is and how nice it always is to me. Not to mention, I would really love to get one of those Blackrock bulwarks, which go for like 500,000 gold and have a good sale rate. So the hunt is always on for that item. So nevertheless, I've done 50 runs of Iron Docks, obviously on normal difficulty, as running it on heroic, you would not be able to reset the dungeon after killing any bosses, so make sure to do it on normal difficulty. But with all that intro stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into how to do the dungeon itself, and then we'll jump into all the loot. So obviously Iron Docks is in the very top side of Gorgrond on Draenor. Just take the portal to Ashran and fly over, or Garrison Hearthstone, whichever you have. Now the dungeon itself takes about 4 minutes a run in my experience, so it's not that bad as far as the run speed. Now the run itself is quite simple and self-explanatory. Basically, you just want to blast through the bosses up until the cat boss, as there's a lot of like RP that takes a while, so I just clear up all the trash up until that boss, as after there aren't really any more trash. It's just that boss, and then you go up this little ledge to the ship and then another boss, so there really isn't any trash that you'd be missing out on. Now the items you're looking out for aren't really any items in particular, it's more so just almost all the items are very valuable. Now some people think that Iron Docks and Warlords of Draenor transmog in general has a fake value to it. Obviously some pieces do, like the rings and the necks are like 50k for some reason. Obviously those will never sell, but a lot of the gear has a good value, as not really many people farm Warlords of Draenor for some reason. And a lot of the gear actually looks really cool in my opinion. I'm personally a fan of a lot of the like cloth and the plate sets that are just green transmogs. You also have a lot of the weapons to look out for that look pretty cool as well. So keep an eye out for those. And another thing to look out for when farming any Warlords of Draenor farm, but in particular this dungeon, make sure that you have your garrison set up to have the trading post level 2 built in your garrison. Now this may not seem like it does anything, but it actually allows you to have a chance for world drop items that are these module parts that you can combine, and once you turn in the quest for it, you can actually get a little auctioneer in your garrison. Now a lot of people like this as they may not have the Brutosaur and they want another way to get to an auctioneer. So I've actually sold a lot of these module parts in the past, and a lot of them go for thousands of gold. Now you have 3 different ones to look out for here in this dungeon, and combining those 3 will give you this module part. Now you can actually sell all these individually, or you can sell the module as a whole. Usually combining all 3 will give more gold, because obviously it's just more convenient for people. So look out for all the awesome transmog, and also look out for those module parts. And you also have the chance for obviously blues and epics as well, so this is one of my favorite dungeon farms to farm. So with all that stuff out of the way now, let's go ahead and jump into all the loot I got from 50 runs of Iron Docks. Alright, we are back in the Emerald Dreamway. Now let's go ahead and go over all the loot from 50 runs of Iron Docks now. So if I open my bags, here is absolutely everything that we got. Sorry my bags look different. Obviously the War Within pre-patch is out now, so Bagnon doesn't really work, as the WoW UI is pretty much Bagnon. So as you can see, we have an absolute ton of items here. So I'm not going to go over many of these items in particular, but just know, like in particular, this weapon here, this gun, looks really cool and has a very nice value. The main things you want to look out for here are like the shields, crossbows, this one as well, going for similar price, 18,000. I mean, these are just amazing and pretty good sale rates for as high price as they are. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these transmogs are worth about 1,000 to 2,000 gold. Now, some of them, of course, will have very low sale rates, but some of these sets do have pretty good sale rates as well, so it all kind of balances out. Now, unfortunately, we did not get any epic drops in this 50 runs, but we did get one blue world drop. We got the Arentios's Amis of Alacrity. Sorry if I butchered that, I'm sure that I did. But it's not really that unique of a look. As you can see, my all the things is showing there's quite a few other appearances that have the exact same look. So it will be a harder sell, but it's about 20k on my realm. 60k region wide, I think that's heavily inflated. I'd be happy to sell this for like 10k, to be honest. 5 to 10k. I don't expect too much from it, but doesn't hurt to have nevertheless. And then with those module parts I was talking about, I swear you can get all 3 of them, but for some reason I only got the auction connecting valve, and I got 7 of these and none of the other 2. Is the weirdest thing, I don't know. As you can see, the other parts I was talking about are the auction add-ons installer and then the auction memory socket as well. Now once you combine these 3 items, you get this auction control module. Now I don't know why it's priced at 50k, obviously it's just these 3 items combined, so this should not be going for 50,000, but it would probably have a value of around 15 to 20k, I would say, for all 3. So yeah, getting all 7 of these as the same one was crazy RNG firstly, but also a bit unlucky for me, but it is what it is. So like we do in all our 50 runs episodes, I'll hover over the bag appraiser add-on now and we'll see all of the value from all the items in my bag of 50 runs of Iron Docks. So we are left with a very, very hefty total of 447,446 looted item value from the 50 runs of Iron Docks. Now obviously this is looted item value and it is transmog, so it will take a little while to sell, but nevertheless we got an absolute ton of transmogs, and this is honestly crazy the amount of green items that you do get. Now from the 50 runs, I probably got another like whole inventory full of green items that were obviously under 1,000 gold and I do not keep. So I mailed those to my bank vault just to post. So if you want to fill out your auction house with some transmog, I definitely recommend Iron Docks, as you get so many good greens. There were honestly hardly any items that I deemed unworthy of even posting, you know, if they were like a very, very cheap price. Honestly, the vast majority of items I got, I kept to post, and probably about every 3rd green item I'm keeping here just because of how good value all those items really are. So guys, that's all I've got for you in today's video. Thank you again very much for watching another episode of the 50 Run series. Make sure to drop a comment below. Let me know what dungeon or raid you want to see me farm next week. Check out the playlist if you haven't already. Watch those past videos and see how my RNG is in various dungeons or raids. Go ahead and make sure to check out goldcap.com and sign up for the website with the link in the description to unlock full access. And with that being said, thank you again for watching today's video. Good luck with your auction house sales, and I'll see you guys in the next gold making video.